Okay, so it's championship night. This is what it all comes down to. We worked all season for this. Coming in with a 10-point lead, which 10 points is a cushion, but 10 points is not much. I mean, if Darrell wins everything, you know, leading laps, there's a lot of bonus points there to be taken. So it's still anybody's game, still anybody's night tonight. So we're starting the first heat, starting 11th. Darrell's on pole, so I got my work cut out for me. Just gonna do what we do.
All right, so it's championship night. We're finally here. I'm coming into the night 10 points down, which means all I have to do is win both heat races, lead the most laps in the feature, and win the feature. And then it doesn't really matter what Gary does because that would give me the championship. So, piece of cake, nothing to it.
The best weekly collision in Delaware short track racing. We're going to see it here tonight. Darrell,
Superstar heat race winner Darrell. Darrell, we spoke before. All you have to do tonight is win all 3 races and lead the most laps in the feature. Piece of cake, right?
I don't know, Gary. I know Gary's fast tonight, so we just task 1 of 3 is complete. So hopefully I can keep this up. Car's got a lot of speed tonight, so I just hope that I hope we can keep this ball rolling all night.
Now, task 2 is going to be an uphill battle because you're going to have to start shotgun on the second heat. I mean, what's a good finish starting from the back of this field?
Starting from the back in this field, a great finish is winning it, but realistically, a top 3 will keep us in the ball game. Where'd Gary finish there?
He was 4th.
Okay, great, thank you.
It's 5 points now. John was doing the math. Scary, right?
As long as somebody's doing the math, I gotta worry about driving the car.
We didn't do too bad. Obviously, Darrell won the race, which and we finished 4th. So he's just gained 4 points on us. So our lead has gone from 10 now to 6. So now it's even tighter.
But that means we're going to be starting at the very back of the second one, and that's going to be a big challenge. I'm really going to need a caution in order to have any kind of chance at this. Unfortunately, there was no caution in the second heat race, so I was only able to make it up to about 6th, which and Gary finished 2nd, which opened the points back up to 10 points. So now I'm exactly where I was coming into the night, but I only have 1 race left to do this. Starting in 3rd in this one, and chances are looking good, but maybe I'd at least pull off a win and set the record for a 5th win this year, and just finish the year strong.
We're back to where we started. So now we're going into the feature with our 10-point lead again. So we've still got a cushion, and we've knocked 2 heat races out of it. So things are still pretty intense. So, but again, we're gonna do what we do, and look big picture, not get into anything stupid, put the car where it doesn't need to be, or try our best not to make any mistakes.
Real quick, race fans, just as we're getting ready to go green, who up there is rooting for the 77 of Darrell Lake? 77 fans, make some noise. Who up there is rooting for the 55 of Gary Adrianson? Well, here we go through turns 3 and 4. Split, John, pretty split on the vote. The fans are divided, but the drivers will deliver one way or another.
I knew that with the 7 on the outside pole, and as fast as he is, I had to get the lead early, or I was going to have no chance at it. So I made a very aggressive, almost desperate move, you know, very early in the race, and it didn't pan out quite the way I thought it might, and set it back and let the 7 get to the lead, and there's just no touching him after that. So. At that point, I was driving my heart out, doing everything I could do, trying to change my line, trying to just do whatever it took. Gary was definitely faster, and he was all over my bumper. I was trying everything to try and catch up to the 7 and try and get that lead back, but once we crossed that halfway point, it was game over. There was no chance at anything for me unless something totally drastic happened.
I could probably tape Darrell here. My car's handling a little bit better than what he is. I'm rolling the center a lot more better than he is, and so it wasn't much of a battle. I mean, I think it happened for 2 laps maybe, and I decided, you know what, I got loose coming out of 2, and that was just enough for him to get ahead of me a little bit, and I thought, you know what, big picture, I don't need to battle him if I just let him go, because if I get in front of him and he's right behind me, really that puts the whole championship in his hands.
Show the 77 of Darrell Lake pushing his buddy, the 55 of Gary Adrianson, the Superstar champion. As for a moment, he's your winner. But give it up, turn 4 for these 2 championship contenders. Gary, what are you doing in there, man? Superstar champ, and the Gatorade's flowing. He kicked the trophy. I saw the Gatorade shower coming and bailed in time. More hugs. Last week I got a hug out of the deal. My wife's wondering if I stopped and played hockey on the way home. Wait for Gary to come around here. Ladies and gentlemen, 2015 champ, Gary Adrianson. Gary, you got behind Darrell Lake, and I mean, you were kind of just content there, right?
He's my buddy, I don't want to push him.
It was a heck of a scramble. That Sutton was fast tonight, wasn't he?
He was, you know, we got to start on the inside there between the 7, and I know Darrell was having a little hard time, but we're looking big picture, so let him have it. Just sat behind him for a comfortable Friday night ride.
You're a champion, my friend, in Superstock.
2015 Superstock champion.
Sounds pretty cool. Sounds pretty cool. We'll get the popcorn.
Second spot. Darrell, can you put into words what this means for you to be sitting back here and not up there?
Disappointment's the only word I can come up with. We had too good of a season to end up like this, to end up getting screwed by Schaller last week. Gary won it by 8 points, and that's exactly how many it cost me last week when Schaller decided to drive like an idiot.
4 wins this year, your best season in the win column this year. You gotta think about that as well.
You gotta take the positives, but this close after the race, I'm heartbroken right now.
Darrell Lakers in the car, you here.
Race is over. Darrell finishes second. Brandon wins. I finished third. Mission accomplished. We are the 2015 Superstock champions.
At the end of the day, to finish the year with 4 wins and a number of heat race wins and never finishing outside the top 3, except for the one race that I pulled off the track, is an outstanding season. But that doesn't fix the fact that we didn't get the championship, and that's something that's really going to settle with me for a long time.
It's for those tires anymore. Is he gonna do it? Is he gonna do it? A little bit. He'll do it for you, race fans. Give it up for the 55. Oh, I think he stalled it. He'll try again. He'll try again if you make notice for him, race fans.